Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1, chapter 1, season 1 of my New Year's resolution to play every single-player campaign in my Steam library in alphabetical order, starting at the top with 911 First Responders. This game is also known as Emergency 4 in Europe, and is not available on Steam anymore because in order to get this game, you just buy Emergency 4 Deluxe, which I will also be playing, but with a mod. Because I don't want to play the whole thing again, because that would be silly. Or I'll just do the Deluxe missions. Either way, the rules are no mods, no cheats, except for Emergency 4, because I said so. And I've already played this game. I pirated this game years ago, then I bought it on Steam, and then I bought Emergency 4. So I've played this game for years, and I know it inside and out. So I'm going to just get right into it with the campaign. I already have a bit of a campaign going, but I'm just going to overwrite that and start from fresh. Yes, I want to watch gameplay. Yeah. Not going to play the tutorial. I already
Hang on, I'm switching to channel 15. Okay. Hello and welcome to the team.
Sure,
I'm your new supervisor.
I call him Brian.
I hope we'll make a good team. You'll receive your mission orders from me. I'll also maintain contact with you during the mission in order to give you any necessary information. Before you embark on your first mission, you should make sure you're really familiar with all the equipment. If you want to complete the tutorial, click on training.
Very good.
If you click on skip, we'll omit the training and go straight to it. It's up to you.
Yes, we're going to skip the training. We're going to do the first mission.
Church tower has collapsed. A crane has toppled over onto a church roof and injured several people. Rescue and attend to all casualties and take them away. Be careful. The building structure is severely damaged. There is the risk of further collapse.
Little tip is if the game says there's a risk of, or there's a possibility of, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. That's just the rule. So we're going to need a fire truck first. And by default, this game does not have WASD defined as camera movement and does not fit widescreen resolution. You have to go into a config file and an XML file and change that yourself, which I have done, just to make things nice.
Vehicle arrived!
On everyone's eyes and on my sanity.
On our way!
We all love our WASD. I remember Tonka Raceway 2 was... No, Tonka Raceway 1. There was no...
On the way!
That game, way back in the day, Windows 98, introduced me to
Immediately.
WASD.
Yeah, on the way!
It made sense to me because S was stop. We're gonna move these guys here.
Consider it done!
And you grab a fire extinguisher.
I'm on it!
Because this piece falls down in here, knocks that over, sets that on fire, and takes out one of these two guys.
On the way!
So just to make things safer, we're going to deal with that before it becomes a problem. The moment you start messing with these two guys over here, a firefighter or paramedic, that's when it falls down, so we're just going to...
Yes, sir! What's up?
Not touch them yet. Wait for the fire to go out.
Listening! On the way!
I'll move them and get my ambulances ready.
Yes! Listening! On the way!
This does look like a lot of mumbo jumbo, but each one means something. This means to cool an object down. That'll stop it from getting fire. Move, grab equipment, put the equipment down, get in the vehicle.
Got it!
It's all highlighted, tells you what each one does. So we're gonna do...
Yeah! We'll be done immediately for the injured person first. One of our firefighters should manage to pull it away. Be careful. That scaffolding seems to be unstable. Watch out. It looks as if another bit is about to come down.
The point is the game wants you to send the ambulance first, deal with this guy, and then the thing collapses and takes up the guys and sets the fire and catches you off guard. But if you send the fire trucks first to deal with that, you don't have to worry. Scaffolding says...
Immediately! Listening! On our way!
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll turn the fire truck back.
We'll be done immediately.
On my way!
On the way! Listening! On the way!
You can send the police to sort of corral the civilians out of the way, but there's no risk of them getting hit by the vehicles. They run out of the way. if I just...
On my way.
And they're not in really any danger, so we're just
What's
gonna
up? Will be done
Sending the police
immediately.
would be just a waste of money. There's no need for them in this mission. No one needs to be arrested, so
What's up? On our way.
we'll just not send the police. Sometimes it does make it easier if there's a lot of civilians that sort of get in the way, and sometimes they get too close to fires, they could be injured, or if there's a person with a gun, the police are good to just shoo them away. There is a mission later on where you do need to use the police to move people around, but this isn't one of them. So
On my way.
we won't waste that $200 on a police car. And drink.
I can't criticize your performance at all. Just carry on like this.
Next mission is free play. The game tutorializes units by making you play the free play version of the game and unlocking them still being a trilogy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a little breather between missions, and it introduces units to you and gets you used to the stuff that...
Okay,
Next mission.
this is the base you're now responsible for. You will receive reports on any
available.
incidents in town. Accidents, fires, crimes, and so on.
Preposition
Get your
units.
personnel to take care of the incidents. Establish order.
Vehicle available.
Your budget will receive a contribution for each successfully completed
Ready.
mission. Use this
Vehicle
to
available.
equip your crews with new vehicles.
This store gets
This will
robbed.
make you more efficient and enable you to take on other, bigger tasks.
This store gets robbed quite a bit, so I'm just going to pre-position a police car to be up here, just in case. This one also. It's just across town, and it's better to have units there already to go. And pre-positioning police car, a fire truck, and an ambulance.
Medical emergency. Someone has fallen and is slightly
On my
injured.
way.
Treat and remove.
There we go. This is an equipment truck. It carries all the equipment. Fire extinguisher, putting out small fires. A hose, putting out the big fires. Jaws of life for opening up cars. Chainsaws for cutting down trees. Axes for opening up doors. And jump cushions for people who jump out of buildings. It's basically a modern-day equivalent of that firefighter's trampoline you might have seen in old movies. It's just, it doesn't suck. Then there's the pumper truck, which you unlock. There's a police car. Comes with 2 donut-eating machines. And can fit 2 suspects. We have a paramedics vehicle.
On my way. Immediately. Yeah, I'm on it.
The trusty and dusty ambulance. Each vehicle has its own little acronym they want you to use to keep a memory of what they are, but I just call them what they are.
What's up? On our way.
Because I'm just weird like that.
On our way. Will do.
Will be done immediately.
So we have here the health bar for a person, and you have a red health bar.
On our way.
If the green health bar depletes, then it replaces the red health bar. And if the red health bar depletes, it's the yellow health bar. If the yellow health bar depletes, then the person is dead. So you get a few tries to make sure that a person doesn't actually die. The game won't penalize you for someone dying, it'll just scold you and give you a bad score. But if too many people die, then the game will game over. Also, in some missions, there's a limit to how many people can actually become casualties, how many people can have their green bar run out and become casualties, and it'll fail you with too many
You now have enough budget at your disposal to buy a vehicle for your emergency.
getting a big fire truck.
Medical emergency. Someone is suffering from shock. Treat and
We
remove.
don't have enough money for the fire truck, so we need to get an ambulance.
Vehicle available. On my way.
Because the game gives you points. In free play, it gives you points and for completing missions. In this free play, it gives you money instead. So we got the fire truck, but we can't buy the fire truck because we don't have any money for it. So we're gonna have to use. This is why you don't want to. When a fire's out, you could send them back to base, but then you wouldn't have enough money to send out another fire truck if there's no accident. So I just leave them, and everyone else just leaves them.
On our way.
It doesn't mean if there is a big fire, and we might have a problem with that because we don't have enough money for the big fire truck, the pumper truck, but that's okay.
On our way. Consider it done. What's up? Consider it done.
They're fine, so we're gonna
Will do.
Yeah, on my way.
get them to the hospital right away because we need money for the big fire truck, the pumper truck. I keep calling it the big fire truck when there's bigger fire trucks.
On our way.
It's a medium-sized fire truck, really. Well, fire trucks are actually just huge. In real life. And in the game.
On my way.
Actually, the scaling in the game is kind of weird.
Consider it done.
Firefighters are about the same size as the fire truck, actually bigger than it.
What's that? Will be done immediately.
That's a weird thing, but it's definitely for gameplay purposes. You don't want to be looking at like little ant-sized firemen next to the little tiny fire truck. That would just be difficult to control. Down he goes. Okay. Now we have enough for the pumper truck. We're not going to do that because we don't need it yet. Be patient. Wait for another fire. Or another emergency. Could be a fire. That's water gone up my nose. I'll just speed the game up. Oh, that's water going up. I think it wanted me to buy the doctor's vehicle. I'll just get the fire truck. Yeah, I should have enough for...
Vehicle available.
The cool thing is, though, is the green circle underneath them means the unit is idle, and the yellow circle means that they're doing an action. So this fire truck is trying to move here, but he's in the way. So if I move
On
him out
our
of the
way.
he moves. Green circle. Another thing I love about emergency support, I wish more real-time strategy
What's
did
up?
this. Select all your units, tell them to get in the truck,
Will be done immediately.
selects the vehicle they just got into. Command & Conquer doesn't do that, Supreme Commander doesn't do that. This is the only game that I've seen do that. I haven't played many RTS games, but more games do this. It's good for it. It's good for your health. And there's still no things going on. I'll give it a minute. Then I'll, There's a train. You can block the train from entering the area. Police officer. It does look like that there are no more incidents. The game should spawn, and there is a timer. An internal timer that, when it reaches a certain limit, will start another incident, but it seems that something inside the old game has broken. Probably because I told Brian to go away, or maybe I bought the vehicle for the doctor first. Where I bought the pumper truck instead of the doctor vehicle. So the game is not having a good time right now. So I am probably going to stop this episode and continue the campaign from in the next episode, because it's on max speed right now, and then we're just staring at these fire trucks and ambulances, police car giving us a light show, and there's nothing's happening. It comes with old games, but that's okay. So we're gonna stop the episode here and do episode 2 after this. Well, we'll do the next mission, and the next mission, and the next mission, and the next mission. No, I'll just do mission and then the subsequent free play in that format, because I don't want these episodes to run too long, because YouTube doesn't like it when you go over 15 minutes. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to watch somebody play this game for like 1 hour. No offense, people who live stream this game. I just don't have the attention span for live streams. So, nothing wrong with live streaming. I just don't have the attention span for it. So I'm just going to stop it here and pick it up in the next episode.